Hi guys.
Hi, we're in the same room together.
We are in the same room together. It's a meter in the flesh. We are currently in our hotel room in Chicago, because by the time this comes out, we don't care that you know where we are.
Yep.
It is what it is. We are very close to each other at the current moment because
Sitting on the floor.
Sitting on the floor because technical difficulties are what they are, right? And Amanda's mic is not working, so we are recording on the floor using our microphone that is attached to this device, the fucking, what is this, HD webcam.
Yep.
That's what we're doing.
And we have one chair.
And we have one chair in the hotel room. So it is what it is.
Yep.
Sorry. I'll do my best to fuck with the audio in post, and hopefully you'll be able to hear us well. If not, sorry. I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. So today we're breaking our what is autism series, maybe? Yeah. We're just gonna have a little catch up on our travel so far. It's the Travel-sode. So let's start with whatever. What do you want to start with? I don't know what to do in these situations.
I guess what we did last night.
Or do you want to start with fun and fuckery?
Yeah, we can do that. I have to find, yes, so let's do that. Do you want to do the AI story?
Yes, a wheel. I read it last time, didn't I?
So I have it on the...
Okay, I'm just trying to remember. Also, I want to talk to you about something now that you're here.
Okay.
An idea. Instead of doing both segments of fun and fuckery at the beginning of the show, how do you feel about doing a fun and fuckery sandwich? Or we do one thing before we start the show, and we do another thing after content. What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
Do you want to try that?
Sure. Okay,
let's try that today on the Travel-sode, since it's already a fucked up sode anyway, so if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So let's do, you want to do Mad Lib first, or do you want to do AI story first?
Let's do Mad Lib because we have it ready.
Okay.
Because we can get the AI story.
Because then we can get the AI story pulled up. Okay, let's get her going. All right, so ma'am, what do you need from me today?
I need a color.
I chose brown because we're giving you a peek behind the curtain. I picked the words ahead of time because I'm terrible at these. That's what I do to prep.
Noun.
Airport, because our hotel is near O'Hare.
Yep, we literally can hear the planes.
We'll tell you about it later.
Part of the body.
Taint.
Taint nothing but a thing. Plural noun.
Frogs.
Frogs. I spelled frogs wrong. How do you spell frogs wrong? I can. Article of clothing.
Chested belt.
Adjective.
Engorged. Because it's gross.
Verb.
Postulate. That's to think, right? Or to hypothesize or something like that.
So.
Something like that.
Postulate on that.
Right.
Verb ending in ing.
Amanda's favorite. Fucking. I have to fix my crisscross applesauce.
Yeah, I'm like having one leg out over here.
I know.
Verb.
What did I choose? Goober.
I got goobered it up. Noun.
Spoilers. Poison apple. Wonder if y'all can deduce what we're doing today based on my next few words.
Verb.
Horrify.
Noun.
Spinning wheel. Wheel wheaton.
Another noun.
Glass slipper.
Verb.
Implode.
And verb ending in ing.
Experiencing.
You get experience in Pokemans.
Yeah. My poor eyeballs are always red. Always. I just look evil all the time.
Which is weird because mine doesn't do the same thing.
I know. This must be a blue-eyed thing. M demon. It is what it is. I'm M mutant.
So still in the Pokemon Mad Lib.
Okay.
The one today is called Your Pokeball and You.
No, not that.
What's red and brown, as round as an airport, and fits in the palm of your taint?
Oh, God.
A Pokeball, of course.
Oh, no. No.
No trainer would be caught without a few frogs in their backpack or in their chastity belt.
Oh, my God.
You never know when you might come across an engorged Pokemon that you need to postulate. If you are fucking a Pokemon,
Oh, no.
and weaken it enough, you can try to goober it. Just throw your Pokeball. The poison apple might escape, but if it fails, the Pokemon is captured, ready to train. Then it will horrify for you whenever you like. Just toss your Pokeball at your spinning wheel. In a flash of glass slipper, your Pokemon will be ready to implode and fight. So stock up on Pokeballs and start experiencing today.
Oh my God. That is not an experience I want to have. Okay?
No fucking engorged Pokemon.
No, we're not fucking engorged Pokemon. That is disgusting. That poor lady last night isn't gonna hear this one first, and we're gonna be fucking done for in her eyes. I warned her. She had a fair warning.
Yeah, you warned her multiple times in multiple
times in multiple occasions in multiple places of this place. So she's been forewarned. Sorry, ma'am. So yeah, that was not cool. These are just getting more and more inappropriate as time goes on.
I mean, are you really mad about
It's
that?
us though. No, I'm not mad about it because that's what makes it funny. But yeah, let's tell the people a story. So what are we doing? What are we here for? Why are we in a hotel room in Chicago, Illinois?
We came to see a lady that Nikki follows on TikTok, Instagram, both. Anna Prizzy.
Yep, her handle is at AKPrizzy, which is AKPRZY. I'll link it in the description box, show notes, all of that shit, pin, comment, whatever the fuck you're watching it on. Yes, and it's called Manifesting Look It Up Lady. So I'm sure a lot of you know who she is. If not, go check her out. She's funny as all fuck.
And wholesome.
And she'll make you laugh, she'll make you cry. She's very big in like the mental health sphere, just kind of like a be yourself, take care of yourself, do what makes you happy if you're not hurting yourself or anybody else while you're doing it. Kind of thing.
Basically, don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck. Just you get one life. You're one person, and the only person in this life that you can count on every single day without fail is yourself. So you need to come first in all of your needs, and your mental health needs to come first and all that good stuff. So that's kind of her spiel. And we went to go see her last night live, and we were very close. We were at the Den Theater in Chicago. It is very, very cute. It was a nice venue. That little area is very nice. It's very like old town meets like hipster vibes, artsy vibes, like old buildings, but like artsed up. It's very pretty.
It's in like the Wicker Park.
Wicker Park.
If you're any familiar with Chicago, it's like the Wicker Park area.
Yeah, Wicker Park area. It's very cute over there. And we had a really good time while we were there. I got to ask her a question about she mentioned being diagnosed with ADHD. And so when she opened up her last bit of her little thing to questions, I was like, yes, ma'am, I have a question. And I asked her if she was comfortable sharing when she was diagnosed or when she found out. And she ended up telling us that she kind of always knew, but she was diagnosed in 2021. And so we have a pretty similar story. Like she kind of talks about how her life sort of fell apart when the pandemic hit, which is a lot of us. But hers fell apart in a very big way because she had just signed paperwork to purchase the company that she had been working for.
An event
planning company. She purchased an event planning company
in March
of 2020. And then she said, what, like a week later?
Yeah.
Everything shut down.
Yep. And so it was an event planning thing that hosts event for thousands of people.
Thousands of people. She was like, where you have to be near each other and breathe like this. You know, it's like
and use porta potties.
And use porta johns. Right. So like And she's from the Midwest. She's from Michigan, she
Yeah.
said. So, like, she had some of her friends and family come down to see her there. It was like her last show of the year. So she had a lot of people come that she knew. So it was kind of a small, intimate, fun little event. And I'm glad we got to go to that one together. So Amanda really didn't know who she was, but I knew who she was. And so I was like, you come with me. Chicago's Girl Weekend. Let's do it. And we were only going to stay one night, so we were going to leave this morning, and then like a couple of weeks after we decided we were going to go, I texted you and I was like, do you want to just make it a weekend and like stay an extra day, because I'm on PTO this next whole week, which is drastically needed after the shit that's been going on. And so she's like, yeah, let's fucking do it. So we're here and we're doing it. And yeah, Travel-sode. Hopefully you can hear anything I'm fucking saying. We've tested the mic a couple times and we sound very far away. But we'll fix it. It'll be fine.
Fix it in post.
We'll fix it in post, hopefully. Fingers crossed. It'll be fine.
So
Amanda.
So yeah, the hotel we got, pretty nice. I originally booked a different hotel. I almost canceled it too late. I had to request to waive the cancellation fee of $104. They did. I got an email.
Right.
That they did. And so, because I went to go check something else on the hotel that originally I had reserved, and I was like, I went to go check to see basically just if they had a mini fridge, because I was like, I want to bring soda and stuff. But then I found out what I thought was they had parking is not. So they put that they have parking, but it's not free parking. You have to park either across the street and pay $60 to $80 a day to park there, which I'm like, that's almost as much as the hotel room for one night. And I was like, that's why they can say that they charge cheaper, because they don't tell you about the parking. And so I just looked more at the reviews, and I looked more at the room. I'm like, and I told thinking like, I made an executive decision. I canceled that one because I just got bad vibes from it. Found a different one on the other side, a little bit farther away from the hotel. But I was like, it just had better reviews. It had all the stuff we wanted. So I picked that one, and it was only like $50 more. So that's where we went, but it's actually really nice. It's a lot nicer looking than the other one. The other one looked like dated 80s. Yeah. Like it had red carpet. Like the burgundy red. I'm like, no, I think that would both give us a headache.
Yeah, no.
But the trip up here was nice. Luckily, we didn't come here during rush hour.
Yeah, we literally exited the highway as we were approaching the area that would get congested. It was perfect.
Like, because we're like a mile from O'Hare, like literally that way, and you can like almost see O'Hare from where we are. Yeah. And so we get off the highway to turn to the hotel, and it's like you can just see the hordes of people, hordes of cars. I'm like, well, we turned at the right time.
Yeah, and then we figured out, unfortunately, when we got here that we were a little farther away from the venue than we had planned on being. But it originally had told us we were only like 20 minutes, which is not the end of the world. And then I guess because of rush hour, and then we found out later, the route it sent us was almost an hour away.
Yeah, it was 14 miles.
14 miles, but
14
this is
miles,
Chicago.
50 minutes.
Yeah, because this is Chicago. Yeah. So like that's why like when you grow up, and I grew up north, and you were born up here, but like I don't know if this is like a whole of Illinois thing, but I definitely know it's a northern, like central to northern Illinois thing. Don't tell me how many miles away something is. Tell me how long it's going to take me to get there. Because it could only be 5 miles away, but it's going to take you 30 minutes to get there. And so, like, don't tell me how far away it is. I want to know how long is it going to take me to get there.
And not as the crow flies. Because, like, Booking.com told me it was 20 minutes away. It said it was 10 miles and 20 minutes away. But that's as the crow flies. That's how, that's just a straight shot. Right. There's no one else on the road.
No.
So we went through completely different neighborhoods. Yes. Like just Home Alone neighborhood, basically. Not
and then one, but clearly the neighborhood that makes you nervous to drive through.
That makes you lock your car.
That makes you lock your car. Which I understand. I am definitely sounding very white and privileged in that moment, so I apologize. But like we were a little nervous a few times. But we made it perfectly fine to where we were going.
We parked illegally. For 3 hours.
For 3 hours in a Jewel Osco because there was not one place to park.
After circling multiple times.
Yes. We spent at least 15 minutes trying to find a parking spot, which our whole plan was like to thwart that by getting to that space right before things would get busy. So like 4:30, 5 o'clock is when we planned, like 4:30ish. We're like, certainly there'll be a spot around 4:30. Even if we have to walk a little bit, we'll find something. Well,
No.
that didn't work out because it took us a fucking hour to get there.
Yeah.
So we had to illegally park in Jewel Osco. Worked out fine. I wasn't towed. Everything was fine. We were out of the show by the time the Jewel, like before the Jewel closed, so we were good.
Yeah, I was like, as long as we're out before they close, and they're like, oh, what are these cars doing
Right.
here?
So we made it work. It's fine. I don't condone doing that because they will tow your shit. Like, it is not like people do it all the time. It's not a big deal. Like, they don't care. You will be towed. We just happened to get fucking lucky. So that was the one thing we got very lucky on.
Yeah.
So after several cuss words, a few near accidents, we were able to illegally park and go to dinner at the Standard
Bar and Grill.
Bar and Grill, which was very loud.
Very loud, but
very loud.
I'm just glad we were able to walk right in.
Yes.
I was worried that like there'd be a line because being like 5:30, 6 o'clock on a Saturday night in Chicago. I'm like, oh.
We chose this place simply because it had recognizable food, and it was directly across the street from the theater. So we're like, okay, we're gonna just hope for the best that there are not 30 people wrapped around the side of this by the time we walk up here. We walked right the fuck in, showed our IDs, got immediately sat down at a table.
Very nice waitress.
Very nice waitress. I tipped her very well. I gave her a 50% tip. So like, we're good. She was great. Food was delicious. Very good. And then we walked promptly across the street into the cutest little theater. It was like you walk in and it's like felt like an old timey speakeasy feel to me. It was very like dark wood, loungy. It was small, and then it had this like offshoot where there was like a little coffee lounge on the other side, and then of course the theater space was in there as well. Bathrooms were clean. Everyone was nice. Drinks were good. I only had one, not a full drink because I'm not supposed to drink at all anyway. And I had a little bit, and then I was like, I don't feel good, so I quit drinking it.
The driving around made her nervous.
The driving around made me nervous, and I was like, I just need like a little Tito's, just a little Tito's and soda to take the edge off. And I was able to accomplish that. And then I started swelling and feeling itchy and red, so I'm like, I'm just gonna stop. Not supposed to drink alcohol with my mast cell disorder, and then of course medications I'm on, I'm not supposed to drink either, but I needed something. The meds had worn off at that point. So yeah, and then we saw our show. And it was very fun, and I bought merch. I have merch purchased, and I am actually gonna reach out to Anna. Hopefully I get a response and see if she wants to come on the show and chat with us, because I think it'd be a really good conversation. So I'm gonna reach out to her. And something else I want to talk about too, which we'll plan, like I figured you and I could plan like an end of the year wrap up episode, and then sort of like talk about what we want to do for the next like calendar year. I know it's not technically a full year of our show, but it's the end of a year, so I figured we could have a little end of year wrap up what we want to do in the next year with the show kind of thing. So we'll talk more about it then, but I kind of want to start adding some more guests on the show and go from there. So I would like to have some more guest appearances on the show. I think we're figuring out a rhythm here. We're kind of in it. We sort of know our shtick at this point. So I think we're ready to sort of start inviting folks into the little thing we got going on here. Okay, cool. Do we want to tell the people what we're doing today, or do you want to make them wait till next week?
And we gave a little hints. So
we did. We'll just tell you, prepare for a nostalgia bomb. Okay, prepare for a nostalgia bomb.
For any millennial out there.
Yes, for any millennial out there. There's going to be a part 1 and a part 2 of this, strictly because we are coming up on holiday season time, and Amanda and I are going to need to take a break. So we are going to schedule some content out so that there's something for you guys to see and listen to. But we will not be working through the holidays because we don't want to. And Anna said we don't have to do things we don't want to do.
Right.
So
her husband taught her that.
Yeah, her husband taught her that. And so yeah. So yeah, that's where we're at. Do you have anything else to add? Before we talk about our AI story and let the people go and then go on about our adventure for today?
Yes. I guess Yeah, nothing else. Like I said, I'm really glad. Like I told her last night, I'm really glad that the show. She started out the show with a YouTube video, like kind of compilation of like probably her greatest hits. And so, like the videos she showed, did you like? Have you seen all those, or like a few?
I've seen most of them. There was a
Most of them?
couple I hadn't seen. Some of it was like older content that I hadn't gotten to yet.
Mhm.
But yeah, I've seen most of them.
So I told her I was like I'm glad that they showed that because I knew Nikki showed me like one video of hers. I'm like okay, so I expected her to come out like in a bathrobe
Yeah.
and do like a whole kind of like a skit thing, and she didn't, which is fine. She came out in like a really fabulous like Betsy Johnson like sparkly silver boots that she's like I had to cut because I have a girl.
body.
I have a body. Sorry, and then was it checkered or stars?
Stars. It was black and white stars.
Like sequency like over, and then she did change into the bathroom
for like the last bit and like took her boots off and was barefoot on stage. I'm like, yes, girl,
and
do it.
So she and she had her parents there, which I'm like, I would be
horrified. I could not say that shit in front of my parents but she was very open and honest. And she's like,
and her parents helped her.
Her parents helped her, sold her merch. Like they were very supportive of her. She's like, our family's come a long way. So
she talked about how being like raised to try to be perfect. And so she basically had a breakdown at 19 because she just couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, and it ended up leading to like an eating disorder and a lot of other things, which I don't want to tell too much of her own story on here, but like it was a lot to share as someone whose parents are sitting right there listening to the fact that like the way she was raised created this bomb in her life.
The whole therapy thing, like it's your parents' fault, and the people that it's their fault are sitting right there.
Right. so yeah. Yeah. Anything else to add?
No, I think that's pretty much it.
Okay, let's find our AI story real quick.
Yes.
Let me pull it up. Go away, pop-ups. We don't like you. Yay! And then Amanda spent a lot of time doing this really cool outline here. So, what is ours? So we're on 35, right?
Yeah, because I hadn't.
Girl, this is amazing. No more scrolling through. I love it so much. All right, let's hit them with the AI story.
Okay. So the sentence given was, upon destroying the chains on the runic gate, Jeremy the psychic cat, Finnegan the fainting goat, and Sympathy the unicorn, and Binky the talking cat they discovered it was booby-trapped. By no mere coincidence, a storm rolled in, and a bolt of lightning almost struck the group, forcing them to flee out of the forest. Finnegan gave Jeremy instructions to look for him on the distant hill outside the nearby town the following morning before setting off with Binky. After the group split up, Sympathy pushed her purple horn into a dark orb above her head, causing the entire sky to turn black. Undeterred, she looked at her map of the forest and knew she had to investigate. In the nearby town of Solace, Jeremy got into a discussion with Sid, the workshop's robot mechanic, regarding how he could activate the journal of an ancient scientist named Professor Waldemir, the Wanderer.
Why do all of these people have, like, something? Like, we have all, like, we've had every character is like something to something. Jeremy the psychic cat, Finnegan the fainting goat, and now we're Waldemar the Wanderer.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Continue.
Yep. The professor who founded Halcyon University on the Isle of Lassen had reportedly been driven mad by an accident during the collapse of the Halcyon Republic, and was said to have spent much of his days creating his journal by locking himself in his office, where he would eventually slip into insanity. The journal contained a series of notes detailing his experiments with the long-forgotten Halcyon structure and a study of alchemy.
Ooh.
The secret to the restoration of the Halcyon Castle, which was the heart of the island, was said to be contained within it. After one such conversation, Jeremy set off with a band of mercenaries to steal the journal.
Jesus Christ.
Sid and Maxine Banis, his only other employee, decided to follow them and retrieve the notebook themselves. Having stolen the journal, the band traveled back to the island. They confronted a guard tower and defeated the thieves guarding it. As the group entered the ruins, they were ambushed by nearby ninjas.
Hold on. We have entered ninjas into the Lord of the Rings style shit we have going on here. It is redonkulous.
Mm-hmm.
This is redonkulous.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Also, like, there was something that was like gave me like a pause, and now where is my mouse? Where's my moose? Alchemy. I was like, wait, did they learn nothing from Full Metal Alchemist.
Mhm.
Like, did y'all learn nothing about what happens when you try to do alchemy and you shouldn't? Your brother turns into a suit of armor.
Mhm.
Don't do that.
And something about a girl and a dog. I don't know. Is that the same show?
Oh, I don't remember.
I didn't see Full Metal because I just always see memes about a girl turning into a dog or something like that. I don't know.
I don't remember because it's been a long time since I watched it. I just know that one brother is a suit of armor and the other brother is like desperately trying to fix it because he was trying to bring their parents back, I think is what it was. So, because their parents died. But anyway, moving on.
Okay. As the group entered the ruins, they were ambushed by nearby ninjas. Sympathy, having used her map to find her way out of the forest, intercept one of the ninja, who revealed himself to be Rudy, a prisoner from the island's infamous Spectre interrogation camp, and it's
like
acronymed.
Yeah.
SPECTRE. I can read letters. Sympathy shot him, but her arrow was dodged, causing her to fall and break a leg.
Oh, Jesus.
Which is terrible because she's a unicorn.
She's a unicorn.
Another ninja named Shinya Heppai used his weapon to bring down the castle's central tower, which collapsed onto the stage. Seeing Sympathy struggling to escape, Jeremy rushed back and was able to extract her from the wreckage. Jeremy used a dimensional portal to bring them into a space station orbiting Halcyon.
Back to portals.
Yep. While they were en route to the space station, Rudy saw an explosion using the Halcyon castle's walls as a mortar.
Oh my god.
Witnessing the destruction from above, Jeremy and his companions portaled back to the castle from the spaceport to inspect the damage. 3 guards arrived on the scene and attempted to arrest Sympathy, blaming her for the explosion.
She's like, bitch, my leg down here broken. What do you think I did? Shit.
Jeremy convinced them that she was simply an experiment gone wrong, giving the guards no choice but to leave.
Oh my god.
Sorry, she's just a failed experiment.
Sorry,
it's okay.
She's failed. Clearly, she's broken, right? She's broken.
The group returned to the town of Solace, where they encountered a mercenary crew who told them that they were going to Bilbo, one of Halcyon's sister islands.
Oh my god.
They were attacked by the ship's crew, who intended to board them and capture the group. While Sympathy's illusion casted illusion of the guards as an enormous ogre, the group were saved by Finnegan and Binky, who had finished their personal quest and could sense the other half of the group was in danger.
Oh my god.
Once they had recovered, they set out to Halcyon. That night while sleeping, Jeremy was visited by his father, Edward.
Oh my god.
We're expanding the family tree.
Oh my god.
This came as a shock, as Jeremy long thought himself an orphan, having believed his parents were killed. His father, Edward, told him that he had taken Jeremy's mother, Josephine, with him, and that they survived the assassination attempt of the Empire's armies after a harrowing escape and had to go into hiding. He told Jeremy that Josephine's vocal cords were paralyzed, but that she was recovering and it was up to Jeremy to protect her and live up to his name.
Oh my god.
After Edward left, the sun was blocked by a portal appearing on the horizon. Jeremy told the others about the portal, and they agreed to go investigate it. So investigating in the story. They came upon a large fog cloud, which contained the metal serpent god, Dozer. Jeremy, Sid, and Binky defeated the Serpent Lord and re-emerged into a new version of the Halcyon Castle, which had become the base for the resurrected Spectre. The battle was not yet finished, however.
Jesus Christ.
As Rusty, a former fighter of Spectre, emerged from the castle's tunnels and began to attack the team. Jeremy, Sympathy, Binky, and Finnegan managed to defeat him once and for all, and he fell to his death.
Oh my god.
With the Halcyon Castle free of Spectre's control, the group was able to proceed to Bilbo, one of the 3 islands in the Halcyon Kingdom, where they met a man named Gordon, who explained to them that Halcyon Castle is not an island, but actually a city. I guess they can't be both. And that the island they landed on was an island where the Spectre founder, Lady Rusa, had kept her followers imprisoned.
I mean, founded by a lady. We're happy about that.
After discovering that Harusa had been arrested, Jeremy began to think that Sid and Binky were involved with Rusa. He accused Sid of having killed his father, but spared Sid's life after finding out that his father had been defending Sid from Spectre when the crew took his parents captive. He also found out that Binky was his sister's lover. He ended up convincing her to let the group stay in Bilbo, which she did not want to do, especially after discovering that Binky had been pursuing her. She had not come to Bilbo to rescue her brother, however, but to help the party take down Lady Rusa. While she and Jeremy went to confront Lady Rusa, the rest of the team returned to their hometown, reunited with their parents. To be continued.
Oh my god, that was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot. You said it was a lot. You told me.
Yep.
That is a lot of shit. That is very dense. That is a lot of storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Just fucking cram-packed.
I had to keep, editing, because, it was being very contradictory, so I had to keep, deleting things and, typing my own
As
things.
it does.
Yeah. So.
That was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Aren't you
Well,
glad I had to read it?
yeah, I am, because it's a lot.
Mhm.
I feel like I need to like print that and study it, because there's so many storyline shifts. I wonder if we just like,
This is like a choose your own adventure book.
I think we're just gonna maybe reroute this as this was a dream.
Mm-hmm.
This was a very bad fever dream because
it went
Jeremy's sick.
He's gonna wake up.
He's gonna wake up.
His parents actually are dead.
This has to be a dream,
Mm-hmm.
because that was too much to try to jump off of.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a dream. Spoiler alert. This was all a dream. Okay? It was all a dream. So really, honestly, I think that I caught 11:11 again. That's
Nice.
a third time now. That's cool. I think we're done.
Yeah. Because I'm tired of sitting on the floor. Honestly.
Same. So am I. This is not comfortable, and we have to do this again.
Yeah.
Before we leave here.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna get not one but two shitty sods. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
We're fine.
We're fine. It's fine. We're gonna go have fun now. Okay.
Yep.
I need namis, and probably maybe some more coffee. Amanda might have a schnickety snack because she ate more breakfast than I did. There were more options for her than there was for me. And we're gonna go have fun, and then we'll come back later and we'll tell you about it. Later for us, next week for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so stay tuned for next week for all of today's fuckery and fun. And you can get some spoilers on the socials if you want. I'm going to start throwing some content up here soon. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye.
Bye.
We love you. Goodbye. Thumbnail?
Yeah.
Ready? Okay. I'm done. Okay, bye.
Bye.